Good morning, everybody. It is day 8. It's 6:45 in the morning. The sun is just starting to come up here in Ponte de Lima. I've got about 18 kilometers to walk today, but I've got the feeling that I'm going to take a taxi up the hill. I'm just not doing well on the hill, so let's go down and walk across the bridge. I'm about 800 meters from the Camino in this beautiful guest house. I really enjoyed my private stay here. So let's go. Getting ready to cross this beautiful old bridge. It's a beautiful morning. Looks like a beautiful river to do that on. It looks like a combination of kayaking and stand-up paddling. Well, this was a nice stone walk along here, but you come up here. It was a little bit scary, but it was all even rocks. But wait, there's more. Be prepared to walk along this stone path with the water for a while. I've been walking along it for about 10 minutes. I'm slow, and it still is going on. And then it ends just here. There's no signs or arrows, but there's a path over here, so I'm guessing this is where the Camino goes. We'll find out in a minute. When the stones stop, just keep going through the mud. And it just kind of goes up through here. Don't take the path around because it just comes back out here. Look what a pretty day we have leaving Ponte de Lima. That is a town I think I'd like to go and stay a day in. We got there too late yesterday. I thought we'd get there early, because I thought it was only 11 kilometers. Instead it was 18. I was so exhausted. The lady that owns the hotel, the little hotel that I was in, she said, well, I'm going to go down into the town at 5 o'clock. You can come down with me and get some takeout. So that's what I did. And I had some wonderful grilled vegetables with goat cheese. And I had a nice sleep in a big, giant double bed. And I thought, well, I'll leave early in the morning, walk across that medieval bridge, get some sunrise photos, and have coffee. Well, there were a couple cafes open before the bridge. I thought, no, I want to go across the bridge here. And an hour later, I still haven't had any coffee, and I'm starving. I got a little snack in my bag, but this is nice and flat here. Let's go ahead and film. So the part back there with the rocks was a bit scary for me. I'm always afraid of falling in water. And then we got to one part and it was like march through the mud. And I was really glad I had on boots. One of my friends is walking with sandals and socks, and I'm like, she's gonna have some muddy socks. That's one place I think I'd take my socks off, wear my sandals, and put my socks back on, because there's no way her socks are not gonna get wet and muddy tramping through that muck. Seen a few pilgrims this morning in front of me. And thought about what to talk about today. I think it's good to have some plan B's and C's and D's for what will you do if you get sick, what will you do if you get hurt, any of those things, especially if you've booked ahead like me. You know, are you okay with taking a taxi or a bus or a train to your next stop or not? Some people aren't, and those are the people I think it's probably good for them not to book ahead, to book day to day. But because I am slow, like yesterday, I didn't get into town until 2:30, and if you're staying in a municipal, that might be too late to get to bed. In some places like Casa Fernanda, everybody wants to stay there. They're always booked. So if you don't have that one booked, you probably won't get a bed there. So yeah, just sit and think about what is your plan B and plan C. If it's horrible, horrible weather, do you want to wait it out in town? Or are you going to go ahead and trudge on in with a poncho or your rain gear? I mean, honestly, if it was lightning, I would not walk. Or if it was like, you know, a horrible storm, I wouldn't walk. But like the other day, it was just sort of sprinkling, raining, windy. I went ahead and walked. So those are all some things you can think about. That also has to do with your gear. Try out your gear before you go. Is your poncho, your raincoat, whatever, are they okay in the rain? The biggest problem with the raincoats is that the straps of your backpack will make your shoulders all wet because the rain will leak through. That's why the poncho is like an Alta's poncho, which fits nicely around your backpack, does not flap, has sleeves, has zippers, Velcro. They are well worth it. And mine only weighs like 340 grams. But everything stays dry. I don't have to bring a backpack cover. I don't have to bring dry sacks. So those are my tips for today. Have an extra plan B or C and test out your rain gear before you come. What's going to work. So it looks like we're going up underneath this overpass here. Little village on ahead. There's our yellow arrow. And maybe there's coffee up there. You never know. So thanks for watching this part. Thank you so much for subscribing if you've subscribed. If you haven't subscribed, why not? It helps me out. And thanks for watching and sharing. I seriously do not know what this is. It's a whole collection of weirdness. Look at these fields of flowers. The purple and the yellow. The bees are going crazy here. A little bit muddy. The path today has been widely varied from cobblestone to mud to rock walls along water to ravines filled with rocks. And then you get this beautiful forest path. So be prepared for anything. I was told that the part that was a rock wall along the water was underwater 2 days ago. I'm about 10 kilometers outside of Ponte de Lima. Look at this gorgeous waterfall. The path is nice here too, but it's starting to go uphill. Kind of one waterfall after another. This is just a wild rushing creek. And don't want to walk too close to the edge if you're afraid of heights. I think this is the last waterfall for a while, but look how clear this water is. I've decided to film a little bit here on this forest path because it is so pretty and you can hear the creek flowing down below. Should we listen to it for a second? Isn't that nice? This has been the nicest part of the Camino so far, is walking through this forest. And it's this beautiful day. Everything's nice and green. We had the enchanted camellia forest part. They're gigantic. I've never seen calla lilies. I said camellia. Calla lilies so big. We had big stone walls earlier, just covered with flowers. Nice group of people walked in that all stayed at Casa Fernanda last night. So this has been a fun morning. Don't have too far to walk today. It was a bit rocky back there. I was glad I had my poles. But it's pretty soft here. There's no cobblestones. Look at the forest. Our gorgeous blue skies. I'm excited to get to Ponte de Lima. I think there's some medieval bridges and churches and things there. So I will film there. I'm trying to think about what I wanted to talk about this morning, but nothing came to mind. Ask your questions though, and I will address them tomorrow. Just walk along here for a minute. I was hoping to get some lizards, but they're so fast, I can't get them. And this is the exterior and terrace of where I'm staying tonight. A lot of nice places to sit. I sprung for a private room here at Casa Sao Sebastian instead of the dorm room. The dorm bed was 14 and the private room was 40, and we'll see if anybody else wants to come and get a bed here too. If not, I don't care. I just kind of want to have a private room. To me, I sleep better, and yeah. And this is the kitchen where you can cook. This looks all comfy. Oh, I see a guitar. Maybe there will be music later on tonight. Who knows? And here's some more of the terrace. The lower level. You can just go up there to my room.